Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
So this is x to the power n factorial. So what is the dt by dx?
Um, the same series, but up to x to the power of n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial.
Exactly, very good. So you get x, then x squared by 2 factorial, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because when you differentiate the next term, x cubed by 3 factorial will become 3 times
Yes.
x square, and denominator will take cancelled 1, 3, and it will turn into x square by 2 factorial. And the last we get what? X to the power n minus 1 by?
Minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial.
And okay, so what we did after this?
After that, x to the power of n I wrote as t minus dt by dx into n factorial.
X to the power n, this term. What you're talking
Yes,
about,
sir.
this term, correct?
Numerator, yes, sir.
So numerator, what you wrote?
T minus dt by dx into n factorial.
Okay, so you wrote that t minus what? I'm not understanding what you're saying.
We took that one as t now, sir.
Which one you took? You have taken this thing as t.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
And if we subtract,
how do we write x to the power?
if we
Subtract
dt by dx from t and we'll get x power n by n factorial. So x power n we can write as t minus dt by dx into n factorial.
One second, wait. Why you're so fast? I'm saying also just what you're saying. You're subtracting this thing from the here. You are saying.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, so you subtract this thing from there. What do you get it here? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so you are saying this t minus dt by dx. Very good.
Factorial.
Is equal to x to the power n by n factorial. So what you are suggesting that these two will cancel, this two will cancel, and again these two will cancel. So we are left with this thing, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so you are writing x to the power n is equal to what? N factorial
Into
times
t
minus dt by dx. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So how do you manage this x to the power n dx then? So what you are thinking that I can just multiply again a dx there, and so we get n factorial, and this will become t dx minus dt, correct?
Yes, sir.
See, what you are suggesting, I'm doing the same thing. You are multiplying this thing again, na? Because where this will go? Are you understanding the problem? Where the dx will go? How do you manage the dx? Are you understanding, Karnesh, what the problem?
Yes.
So speak up. Have you actually noticed that this was also there, and you have manipulated this thing or not? I'm asking this question. Have you manipulated this one?
No, sir. Till here I was able to. Then.
Sorry.
Till here only I was able
Sorry?
to do, sir. Until this only I was able to do, sir, and after that I didn't know how to proceed, sir.
No, but you said that you have solved the question, I think. No? Okay, up to here. Okay.
Yes, sir, up to here.
All right. Yeah, but but you notice that if you apply this technique, this will never help. Means it may help, but actually here this dx is here, correct?
Yes, sir.
How do we manage this again dx and again t here and dt here, correct? Then for that we have to do some other like concept. Means we have to apply some other thing. So how do we, what we apply? So the idea is this, you notice that you have done a little bit correct. So notice what we could do. Okay, so you think that in this way, because you know that suppose I'm taking this n factorial out, and I'm dividing this x to the power n by n factorial. I'm dividing the n factorial with this.
Yes.
What is the benefit of it? Let's try to understand. This is already I have summation. Okay, why I'm writing summation? Just write like this. So 1 plus x squared by 2 factorial till x to the power n by n factorial and dx. Now notice what we can do here. If I assume this t, we have already said that this is the thing, correct?
Yes, sir.
So let's take this copy, the whole thing. Oops. So your attempt was good, but a little bit there. We'll see whether this can be done after that or not. So see here. Notice that if anyhow I can show the derivative there, my work will be over. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
So notice what we can do. As you are suggesting that this thing. Suppose I am taking this whole thing, adding there, this whole thing there. It's a dx by the way. If I'm
Yes.
taking this whole thing and adding there here. So 1 plus x plus dot 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 till I can write x to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial and plus this. And I'm subtracting the same quantity. 1 plus x squared by 2 factorial till x to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial. Is it convincible?
Yes, sir.
Now I can separate. Yes. So you understood what I did. After that, can you suggest what we could do from here?
We can split
From
it into
here,
two parts,
just-
sir.
Exactly. So n factorial is there, and we can split into two parts.
First
So the
one
first
will
part
be
is
integration of 1.
integration of 1. Very good. So we can just multiply n factorial with both of them. So n factorial integration of 1. And the
Minus
second part, what we can
ln of
tell me. Sorry.
ln of the denominator, sir. It
Ln
will
of
be of the
denominator.
form
Means-
dt by
Yeah.
dt.
Yes. Yes. So above will become dt, and this will become x. Sorry, t. Correct.
Yes.
So now you understood what the a little bit trick was there. So that will become n factorial is out, and here we can write x minus ln of 1 plus x squared by 2 factorial till x to the power n by n factorial plus c, and that's the answer. Understood?
Yes.
Tell me, how do we find the trace of? Okay, so how you try to find the trace of h?
We can write from the equation. You can write a cube as 2a square plus 2a square minus a plus I, sir. I
Okay.
or 1, sir.
Okay, and how do you find the? Okay, so
And,
you are studying.
It's the characteristic equation of the matrix, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So trace
This is
of
the character.
yes, sir.
Tell me, trace of. So you know that the trace of A is already 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
Characteristic equation, when you say there's a lambda cube minus 2 lambda squared plus A minus I is equal to null matrix, correct? Sorry,
Yes, sir.
100. So lambda minus 1 is equal to 0. So you know that the trace of a matrix, any matrix A, is the sum of
Diagonal elements.
eigenvalues. Diagonal elements, but also sum of eigenvalues if the characteristic equation we have. This is the one point you have to keep in mind. It means the sum of eigenvalues means the sum of roots of this equation. Correct?
Yes.
sum of roots of characteristic equation, and sum of roots is given by, in this particular question, is 2 only, minus b by, sorry, yes, minus b by a, correct?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Now the second part, the second thing, what this coefficient of lambda indicates. It is actually the sum of
The cofactors of the diagonal element.
sum of minors,
Sum of
not the cofactor. Sum of minors of the elements or the entries, or I say rightly here, minors of diagonal entries. Entries, correct? Is given by what?
The coefficient of lambda, sir.
So that is going to be
1.
1, correct?
And
And
determinant is
whatever,
given by negative of
Ah.
coefficient of I.
okay. So determinant is going to be 1,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
So once we know this whole thing, can we do something better to find it out?
Terms.
Hmm? How do you find trace of a square from here?
Terms.
Arey bhai, think. You can do it. I've given all the hints here. You're not thinking, okay. So can we write this a cube minus 2a square plus a minus I is equal to, this is I by the way, not 1, is equal to null matrix, correct? So a cube is what?
2a square minus a plus I, sir. And trace of a cube, we can take a trace of twice of trace of a square minus trace of a plus 3. But still for that we need trace of a square.
Achha. If I tell you that what is the trace of inverse of matrix? Then can you try? Okay. So yeah, tell me. Trace of A inverse is given by the sum of reciprocal of the eigenvalues of the trace of A. Of the A. Means if lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of A, then the eigenvalues of A inverse are 1 by lambda 1, 1 by lambda 1 by lambda 1
plus 1 by lambda 2 plus 1 by lambda 3.
Yes. Now now can you try?
It will be 1, sir.
How?
Because if we add all of them, it will be sum of the elements taken two at a time divided by product of the three values.
Yes. So what we get it here?
1, sir.
Yeah. So from there we get it. Suppose I multiply this whole thing by A inverse. So what did get it here? A square. This is 2A.
2A
This
minus
is
I
and plus
A inverse.
A inverse. Now you know the trace of A square is twice of trace of A minus trace of I plus trace of A inverse, correct?
Yes, sir.
So just tell me what is this thing? 2 times
2 times 2
2
minus 3 plus 1.
plus, so what we get?
2, sir.
2. Understood?
Yes, sir. And fourth also I was able to do, sir.
Very good. Fifth?
No, sir. Fifth one I wasn't able to do, sir.
So I will tell you the source of this question. This question is actually from one golden idea book by Abhishek Gupta sir. So that book actually Sarvesh student has purchased it. Okay. So I have taken that question from there. By the way, this bracket, the curly bracket is not indicating the fraction part, it's just the bracket there. So if I give you the hint, you can try. The hint is, how do we think that this 1, 2, 3, whatever x you take, these values are positive values, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now this is actually, you can understand that these are the numbers. I mean, this entire expression is indicating the kind of a GM of these three numbers, correct?
Yes, sir.
So GM is involved in some inequality. You understood?
Yes, sir. GM is
So can
less
we
than AM and greater than HM.
exactly? So can you apply the AM GM and after applying the AM GM HM on this, you can apply the integration all these three expressions and you will get it. Please try. So what you did, just tell me. First, what you did.
Applied the AM greater than or equal to GM inequality, sir.
So AM of these three numbers, what you wrote? X plus
X
1
plus 2, sir.
plus X plus 2 plus X plus 3 by 3.
Yes, sir. And it will be X plus 2, sir.
Divided by, sorry, greater than equal to?
X plus 1 into X plus 2 into X plus 3 to the power of 1 by 3.
Okay. And now you want to find out the HM of the three numbers. How do you find the HM? How do you find it? Suppose I tell you what is the harmonic mean of these numbers. Let's say A, B, C, or let's say, okay, three numbers are given and we want to find the harmonic mean of, let's say 2, 4, 6. Or any number like A, B, C. How do you find the harmonic mean? What is the idea of finding harmonic? What we do to find? Suppose I have two numbers. How do you find the harmonic mean?
Of the reciprocal.
Arithmetic mean of the reciprocal.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, so what you are saying that suppose you have A and B are two numbers and you know that the harmonic mean is 2AB by
A plus
B, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what you are actually doing, are you understanding? To find the H, what do you write? You write 1 by H
Is equal
1
to 1
by
by
A.
A plus 1 by B.
Yes. So 1 by H is equal to
1 by A plus
1 by A
B
plus 1 by B by 2. And from there, you get the value of it. So what do you do actually for the 3 number then?
1 by x plus 3 plus 1 by x plus 2 plus 1 by x plus 1 by 3 will be 1 by.
So what do we get? 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by x plus 2 plus 1 by x plus 3 divided by 3. That will give you what?
Whole inverse.
Whole inverse. Very good. So now we apply the integration in all of them. So on the left hand side, what we have, you have calculated correct. So 3x plus
2.
6. So x plus 2. So that's not a problem because this is going to be 1 to 3 dx. And that's the expression what we, let's say, call this is the required expression in the middle. And this is going to be, if you simplify, what you get? 3 divided by 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by x plus 2
Plus 1 by x
plus 1 by x plus 3. How do we integrate this part? 1 to 3. This is okay. If you simplify, what we get it here? If you just integrate it, what we get? X squared by 2 plus 2x is from 1 to 3. Correct?
Yes.
So let's calculate it. So that'll give you what? 9 by 2
Minus 1 by 2
plus 6
minus
and
2 by 2 plus 2.
1 by 2 plus 2. So what we get it here? 9 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 8. It means we have already proved that this is the maximum value, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to prove that whether this value is going to be, so let's call it this is A because it's also indicating this A. So we are almost there. So let's find it out. So I have to evaluate the integration of this quantity. How do we integrate this thing? That's the question. Yes. Tell me, how do we integrate it? It's not difficult actually. You notice if you simplify this, what you get. Just try to think very basic. What do you get here? X plus 2, x plus 3, correct?
Yes, sir. Plus x plus
What we get
1
here?
into x plus 3 plus x plus 1 into x plus 2.
Correct? And in numerator, what you get? The product of all these things.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think the denominator is a quadratic and numerator is a cubic?
Yes, sir.
So in such kind of situation, what you do? If you open this, what you get? X square, let me use x square plus 3x plus 2 times x plus 3, correct?
Yes.
Here you get x square, here x square, here x square. So you get 3x square. From here we get 5x, from here we get 4x, and from here we get 3x.
12x. Yes, sir.
So 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12x. From here we get 6 plus 3, 9, and plus 2,
11.
11. Let's simplify the numerator. Get it, x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x. Again x cubed, 3x squared, sorry, plus 9x plus 6. I think the standard result, if you don't remember it, but usually it is because 1, 2, 3, if you have this thing, then you can write it. So what do we get here? X cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6, correct?
Yes.
What do we do after this?
Numerator is
You notice that
the denominator is the direct derivative of the numerator.
but denominator is a direct derivative. What we do with it? This will be the numerator, na?
Yes, sir.
Array, just say that this is actually the highest degree than this degree. So what we do for that? We divide this and try to make lower. Array, this partial fraction, have you not done this thing?
Yes. Yes.
So in partial fraction, what we do? This is not a proper fraction. If it's not a proper fraction, what we do? We have to make it proper first. Arey bhai. What we do here? Can we write this way? And divide by, this is multiply by x by 3. Here we get 4x square, but I need 6x square, so I add 2x square. Hey, have I not done this kind of thing in classes?
Yes, sir.
Then we get 11x by 3, but I need 11x. So what we add or subtract?
2 plus 2x.
So 11x by 3 I subtract. Let's say 11x by 3 I'm subtracting, and plus 11x I add it, and plus 6.
Yes.
This is not difficult actually. You could do it, but let me. Okay. So what we got it here? 1, 2, 3, and after simplification we get by 3 dx, first one. We can integrate, and 3 is there already, and this will become 2x squared and 33 minus 11, 22 x by 3 plus 6 divided by 3x squared plus 2x plus 11. Now the problem is again there, that this is again we have same degree. So one more time I have to simplify. You understood?
Yes.
Try this first. After that, what you could do, or you could do the long division directly from there. Okay. So you get the factor. After that, when this come into linear by quadratic, there's a popular formula of doing linear by quadratic. There's no such problem.
Yes, sir.
Linear by quadratic you have done many times, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then there's no such problem. Understood? Okay. So I suggest that you can do it by this way, but my intention was to like show you this method also, but there's another method to solve it, this kind of questions. Let me just try. So that is a quite a little bit shorter. So let's try to understand. So what I'm going to do is, let me just take this part from here. This thing we first do. Wait, why it is not? Phi, that which term I will take t so that it will be symmetrical enough to make our life easy. So you can see that x plus 2 is the exact period, means not x plus 2 exactly, means 2 is the middle of 1 and 3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So if we assume x plus 2 as t, what will happen to, means what
X
will the
plus 1
consequence?
will be t minus 1 and x plus 3 will be t plus 1.
So you see what happened there? If you do that, automatically we are going to apply the a plus b a minus b formula over here, correct? So let's assume that x plus 2st. So our dt will be dx, there is no problem. But the limit will change. That will become 3 to 5, I think, correct?
Yes, sir.
3 will come out. I don't want to use it. So that will become t minus 1. That will become t.
Into t plus 1.
And this will t plus 1. In denominator also some changes will happen.
T into t
This
plus
is going to be
1.
dt. This will become what? Tell me.
T into t plus 1.
Okay.
Plus t plus 1 into t minus 1.
T plus 1. If t minus 1 into t plus 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then t minus
Plus
1
t
into
into t minus 1.
t minus 1 into t, correct? So see, tell me what will happen to the numerator. T cube.
T square minus.
So t cube minus t, correct?
Yes, sir.
And in denominator, what we can write?
T square
This
plus
is t squared plus t.
Yes, sir.
Plus t square minus 1 and t square minus t. You see what will happen? Minus t and plus t will get cancelled, correct?
3t square minus 1.
So numerator, what are you getting? T cube minus t, and denominator, what we got?
3t square minus 1.
Dt square minus 1. Now it's comparatively easy to integrate. How do we integrate then? I'm again asking you a question. How do we integrate this one? See, again, you are the same actually problem. You are not identifying.
Working it out
Yes.
now, sir.
Done?
Mm,
Hmm? Again, we are in the same situation. The degree of numerator
yes,
is
sir.
higher than the degree.
Finish, sir. About to find the
Limit.
answer, sir.
Very good.
Applying the limit.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, sir. I got the answer, sir.
Okay. You got the answer. What do you did?
Yes, sir. I wrote the numerator as t by 3 into 3t square minus 1 minus 2t by 3, sir.
Hmm. You could also write like this. Let me just give the idea. So you can write, see, already we know that this is a t times tq minus t, correct? So can you think what we can do better from here? Because I have to show the numerator as the denominator so that we can
Yes, sir.
make as a one factor. So we could write
We can divide by t by
divide by means. See.
First, we
What?
need to make the coefficient of
No,
3t.
wait. So what wait, yeah. Maybe, yeah, you have done correctly, no problem, but I'm giving you the other one. So what we can write here, let's see, so 3 times tq minus t is there, so I can write 3 times t squared, no, okay. I can write 3t squared minus 1 times t. So what we get it here? 3t cube minus t, correct? But I need 2 more t, so that will become minus 3t. So I will again subtract 2t. You understood what I did?
Yes, sir.
So from there, what we get it here is 3 to 5 t dt and minus 3 to 5 2t by 3t square minus 1. And notice in this way what we did, that we have exact derivative here. Forget about this constants we can manage. So if you take this whole thing as u, its derivative is present there as a like 60 factor, correct? And here is a exact derivative. Understood? No?
Yes, sir.
You understood what I did? Yes. So I think you have done the same thing or different? A little bit different.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But anyway, you got the answer.
The 3 I took outside the integral, sir.
Okay. Anyway, but you got the answer, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.